Hey, how y'all doing out there? I'm back again with another video. Today I want to do my comparison between the LG V60 and the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Now keep in mind, I'm just going to tell you up front, this video is going to be long. There's no way to cover all the things I'm going to cover, and this video will be short. However, everything will be time-stamped in the description. So if you want to skip things, you can do that. All right? All right, so let's get started. So the LG V60 was released, of course, last year, 2020, and the Note 10 Plus was released 2 years ago in 2019. Now, you may think this is really not a fair comparison, but it actually is. Both of these phones are pretty much evenly matched when it comes to specs. And keep in mind, both phones are flagship devices. These are the top of the line devices from these two companies. LG V60 is LG's top flagship device, and the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus was Samsung's top tier device when it came out in 2019. All right. So both are also fully unlocked for all your carriers. So if you're a person out there considering getting a smartphone very soon, you don't have any issues with carriers. They'll work for all your carriers. All right. Now, first thing, let's look at the price. Now, with the LG V60, it's going to be considerably cheaper than that of the Note 10 Plus. Now, you may say, why? Well, LG phones just don't hold their value very well. They never have. They drop in price really, really fast. So you can find this for under $400. You're not going to find a Note 10 Plus for under $400 unless it's pre-owned and, got scratched up and it's not in good shape. You're going to pay anywhere between $400 to $500 or maybe $500 or more for a really good Note 10 Plus. Now you can probably find a brand new one for just a little over $5 or maybe under $5. It depends. Just go on eBay. They usually have the best prices when it comes to older phones. Now I usually get either open box or brand new. I don't do refurbished and I don't do pre-owned. That's just me. But that's up to you. All right. So now let's look at design. So as you can see, they both have different designs. Now, I like the design on both phones, but if I had to choose, I like the design of the Note 10 Plus a little bit better than that of the LG V60, but that's subjective, and it depends on you. You might like the design of the LG V60 even better, so it's just up to you. But for me, I like the design of the Note 10 Plus just a little bit better. All right, let's talk about build quality. Now, when it comes to build quality, the LG V60 has Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and the back and has an aluminum frame. However, the LG V60 is military drop protected, so it's a lot more sturdier and can survive falls better than that of the Note 10 Plus. All right, and I'll tell you right now, I got a case on it right now because I usually keep cases on my phone anyway. Easier to grip, and I don't want to take a chance on my phone getting cracked or damaged in any way or even scratched. That's just me. So I prefer to keep a case on my phone all the time. But if you're the type of person that don't like cases, your phone, is going to survive. It ain't going to survive every drop, but it'll probably do better than that of the Note 10 Plus because it's military tested. Now, I'm not saying don't use a case and go out there and drop it on cement and it'll be fine. No, you're going to get some type of damage. But the good thing is you won't completely, jack up your whole phone. All right. Now, when it comes to the Note 10 Plus, you're getting Gorilla Glass 6 on the front and the back with aluminum frame. All right. The only issue I have with the Gorilla Glass 6 on the Note 10 Plus is that it scratches really, really easily. I got some really bad scratches on this device, and they happened pretty much after I took the pre-installed screen protector off. The same day I took the screen protector off, the same day I incurred some really deep, horrible scratches on this device. And that really annoys me more than anything. I cannot stand any type of abrasions, scratches, anything on my phone. So now with the LG V60, I've had this now for maybe 3 or 4 months, maybe longer. I can't really keep up, but no scratches whatsoever. I mean, zero. So I would have preferred the Note 10 Plus to have Gorilla Glass 5 if it's going to have less scratches on the display, because that's what really matters the most. Now, if it had a couple scratches on the back, that's not a big deal because I'm not looking at the back of the phone. I'm looking at the front of the phone, which is the display. So if any place I want to have the best scratch resistance, I want it on the front. All right. So when it comes to build quality, both are evenly matched. Both have great build quality, but the LGV60 has a military grade drop protection. It also doesn't scratch very easily. All right. Now let's talk about the always on display. So let me turn these bad boys over so you can see them. Now I'll lift it up so you can see it better. You see here, now these are two of the best always on displays in the business. Now for me, the Note 10 Plus has the best always on display on the market, followed by LG. Now when you look a little closer, you can see I like Samsung's better. It's I like how big it is. I like that when you look at the notifications, you can see they're colored, so you can pretty much tell what they are. With LG, they're just, everything is just white. Now it does get nice and bright, but everything's just white. Now both of these are fully functional, but also with the Samsung, you can see the fingerprint sensor. You can't see that on the LG. Now that's not going to be the biggest deal in the world for most people. I always like to know what my fingerprint sensor is, especially when I'm using an in-display fingerprint sensor. I always want to know where it is. I don't want to have to search for it or guess where it's at. So I prefer the way Samsung has it lit up where you can see it all the time. So I like Samsung's always on display better. It's fully functional. Both are fully functional, but there are some more functionality. There's more functionality to that of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus than that of the LG V60. I'm not going to break down everything because this video is already going to be long and I don't want to take a whole lot of time on the always on display. But both are great. I love both. You can't go wrong with either, but I just prefer the one on the Note 10 Plus a little bit better than that of the LG V60. All right, let's talk about Face Unlock. Now, the LG V60, for some weird reason, they removed Face Unlock from a flagship device, which I still don't understand. I don't know why they made that decision, but there's no Face Unlock on the LG V60. However, on the Note 10 Plus, you do have Face Unlock. So that's definitely a good thing. Now, everybody don't care about Face Unlock. For me, I'm used to it. I like having it. It's the extra convenience, not the most secure, but it is a convenient type of thing. Now, actually, Samsung has made vast improvements on their Face Unlock. So now you could actually use the Face Unlock to open up your secure folder. Couldn't do that before, so they've definitely improved the security on their Face Unlock. All right. Let's talk about the in-display fingerprint sensor. Both have in-display fingerprint sensors. However, they're a little different. The LG V60 has an optical fingerprint sensor, and Samsung, which you have with the Note 10 Plus, is an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint sensor. So which one is better? Well, Samsung's fingerprint sensor is a little bit more secure because it's an ultrasonic, but also LG's is secure also. All right. Now, which one do I like better? Well, I'm going to have to go with LG only because with the LG fingerprint sensor, you get some haptic feedback, a little vibration, and you also get a nice animation. With the Samsung Note 10 Plus, you get no animation and you get no haptic feedback, which I do not like that at all. Now, which one opens up faster? Well, I think Samsung actually opens up a little bit faster. They actually made some improvements to the algorithm of the fingerprint sensor a few months back. So now when you touch it, it's instant. Now, let me just show you really quick in case you don't believe me. Okay, now I thought it was getting ready to troll me there for a second. All right, hold on, let me get to it again. All right. See, it's pretty much instant now. You just touch it and it pops right open. Before, it didn't do that. See, so it's been vastly improved. Okay, let me turn this brightness down because I always keep my phone super bright. Okay, that should be better. All right. And with LG, as soon as you double tap, you see the fingerprint sensor here. It looks a little different. It doesn't look like a fingerprint sensor. But as you can see, it has that nice animation. Sorry about that. See, it's not slow. It's not slow, but it's not as fast as Samsung. Just a little bit slower. but I still like it because it got the animation and the haptic feedback, so I like that. All right. All right. Next, let's talk about audio quality. Now, when it comes to audio quality, the LGV60 has a 32-bit hi-fi quad DAC and a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Okay, that's important to me. I'm not saying it's important to everybody. I know a lot of people have switched over to Bluetooth, and more power to you. Nothing wrong with that. But the quality of sound is just not the same. It's like day and night for me. You're going to get a better overall audio quality sound from wired headphones than that of Bluetooth. Okay, Bluetooth is not quite there yet with the full audio quality sound. They don't. And with that 32-bit hi-fi quad DAC, you're going to get the best audio experience on any device. There's other devices that are getting there that are really good, but LG is still the best when it comes to overall audio quality. And that headphone jack helps a whole lot. So if you put in some medium to high impedance headphones, you're going to get excellent quality of sound. Now with the Note 10 Plus, also has a 32-bit audio, and it does, the quality on there sounds really good. I'm not going to lie. The sound quality that comes out of Note 10 Plus audio is very, very good. However, there is no headphone jack, so you have to use the AKG tuned headphones that come in the box, and they are USB Type-C, so you don't have to worry about getting a dongle. So it comes with AKG USB Type-C headphones in the box. All you gotta do is plug it up, and Samsung do give you other options as far as equalizer, and they give you so many different ways that you could adjust the sound to your liking and the way you want it. So both are really, really good, but LG takes it when it comes to audio sound. Now let's talk about the dual stereo speakers. Both of these devices come with dual stereo speakers. Now for me, the LG V60's dual stereo speakers are a little bit better. They sound a little bit better. They're louder than that of the Note 10 Plus. Now, both are adequately loud and you get good sound, but the full stereo sound from the LG V60 sounds a little bit better to me. All right. Next, let's talk about the display. Now with the LG V60, you're getting a 6.8-inch 1080p Full HD Plus POLED display with HDR10 Plus and a 60 Hertz display. So there's no high refresh rate on the LG V60, but not a big deal. Okay, the screen on the display on this phone is absolutely beautiful, no doubt about it. LG's always made very good displays on their phone. Now you're getting 83% screen to body ratio with the LG V60, and also 396 pixel density. And the display gets really, really bright. Now they even have a setting in here where you can make the screen even brighter. So it definitely gets a lot brighter than that of the Note 10 Plus. So this is the brightest LG phone that I've ever used. This phone gets really super bright. It got so bright to the point where I had to turn it down. And I usually like my stuff 95% or more brightness, but this phone gets so bright I actually had to turn the brightness down. So kudos to LG for finally making a really nice and bright display, because the LG was that G8X, that display, it sucked to me. I mean, it didn't get bright enough. The LG V40 didn't get bright enough. I was disappointed with both those devices, but that's just me. I don't know if I got a bad unit, but I did not like the brightness on either one of those devices. All right. Okay, now with the Note 10 Plus, you're getting a 6.8-inch Quad HD Plus Dynamic AMOLED Infinity O display with HDR10 Plus and also a 60 Hertz display. But with this one, you're getting a 91% screen to body ratio and 498 pixel density. Okay, so you're getting a better display on the Note 10 Plus because you got Quad HD Plus resolution. You're not getting Quad HD Plus resolution on that of the LG V60. Now, I know there's people out there that have told me, well, they made it Full HD Plus because of the second case and they wanted both, to match. I understand that, but at the same time, it doesn't make any sense to me because the case was optional. The case didn't always automatically come with the device. You had to, opt for the case. So either you wanted the case or you didn't. So the people that didn't want the case, like me, would have liked to have an option of Quad HD Plus. They could have easily made it so if you bought the second case, you can use you would have to use the second case only at Full HD Plus resolution. But if you didn't get the case, you could still use Quad HD Plus resolution was still available. Now, I also know some people going to say, well, it's better on battery life. I understand that too, but LG used to put Quad HD Plus resolution on their devices, and I still got good battery life. I still got great battery life, so I don't want to hear that it's about battery life. I don't want to hear that. LG has always had great battery life when it came to their devices, whether it was Quad HD Plus resolution or not. So give people the option. Like Samsung gives you the option. The Note 10 Plus, you can use Quad HD Plus resolution. You can use 720p, which is HD, or you can use 1080p Full HD Plus resolution on the device. They give you 3 display options, and I love options. Okay, so the better display goes to that of the Note 10 Plus. Anyway, Samsung makes the best displays on any phone anyway, and I will probably say LG comes in probably number 2. Next, let's talk about performance. Now, both of these phones perform extremely well. Both are fast and fluid and smooth. Not going to have an issue with performance on either device. Now, that of the Note 10 Plus being 2 years old, there has been zero slowdown on this device. I mean, no slowdown at all. This phone is super fast. It's nice and smooth, nice animations. And of course, the LGV60 just came out last year, so there's definitely no issue as far as performance on this phone. Now, the LGV60 does have the Snapdragon 865, that of last year, and Android 11. It just got updated to Android 11 last week. And the Note 10 Plus has a Snapdragon 855 and also has Android 11. So with performance, no issues at all. Both are great when it comes to performance and no slowdown on either device. Next, let's talk about the software. Now, the LG V60 has its own skin that's on top of Android, and it's highly customizable, full of features. However, LG is terrible at timely software updates. They've always been horrible when it comes to timely software updates. Now, it's probably going to get worse. Like we may not even get Android 12 because LG might be not making any smartphones at all. They're really having some serious financial issues right now. So they're talking about shutting down their whole smartphone division. So Android 11 may be the last update you ever get for any any LG device, the newer ones that's, just came out, like the LG Wing and this one right here. So I'm hoping that's not the case because I really like LG devices. I haven't liked all their devices, but overall, I've liked their devices. So hopefully, they'll figure a way out of this crisis, but if not, they may sell it to somebody else. So just keep that in mind before you purchase an LG device. I will probably wait and see what they're going to do as far as their smartphone division before you buy LG device. All right, with the Note 10 Plus, you got Samsung's One UI, which is also highly customizable and is loaded, and I mean loaded with features. Now, when it comes to features, it's killing the LG V60 when it comes to features. If you're the type of person that don't care about a bunch of features, then you'll be fine with the LG V60. But if you're a person like me that love features, then you want the Note 10 Plus because Samsung just gives you so many features. I absolutely love it. There's always something new that you can learn about your Samsung device because it has so many features. And with good luck, you can also customize it even further. So I love One UI. And it also is like one-handed friendly, so you can bring everything down so it's easily reachable. And also, I would say LG's skin also is looking a little bit more like Samsung's One UI, where they bring things down and they're making it a lot easier to look at. So it's definitely gotten better over the years. Next, let's talk about RAM management. Now, the LG V60 comes with 8 gigs of RAM, and the Note 10 Plus comes with 12 gigs of RAM. Either one, you're going to be fine. 8 gigs of RAM is more than enough. That's more than some laptops have, so you're going to be fine with 8 gigs of RAM. And of course, the Note 10 Plus has 12 gigs. Now, I would, of course, go with more RAM because more RAM, meaning even better multitasking capabilities and also holding more apps open in the background. But you'll be fine with 8 gigs of RAM on the LG, not an issue. All right, so both have very good RAM management. Next, let's talk about internal storage. Now, the LG V60 comes with 800, excuse me, sorry about that, 128 gigs of internal storage. However, they do offer a 256 gig variant. So if you don't want the 128, you can get it with 256. All right, that's an option if if you want to get more internal storage. With the Note 10 Plus, you're getting 256 gigs of internal storage right out of the box, and they do offer a 512 gig variant. Okay, LG doesn't offer you a 512 gig variant, but Samsung does. So it's just up to you because both come with expandable memory. So 128 probably is going to be enough for the average consumer. Now, just talked about it. Let's talk about expandable memory. The LG V60 has expandable memory up to 2 terabytes. That's crazy. And they've always given tons and tons of expandable memory when it comes to adding extra storage to your phone. I remember the LG G4 had 2 terabytes of expandable memory, and that was like 5 years ago. So they've always been a boss when it comes to expandable memory. So kudos to LG for that. The Note 10 Plus also has expandable memory up to 1 terabyte. So when it comes to expandable memory, you're not going to have an issue with either one. You're going to get adequate expandable memory on both devices. And I know that's a big deal for a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there that need expandable memory. Just to let you know, you're definitely going to get it with these two devices. It's not going to be a problem for you. All right. Both are IP68 water and dust resistant, so you're not going to have to worry about these devices getting wet or collecting dust. Both resistant to water and dust. Let's talk about the battery capacity and battery life. Now, this part is important to a lot of people, because there's nothing worse than having a great device. You want to use it, the way you want to use it and don't have to worry about having battery anxiety. Nobody wants to walk around all day worrying about if their battery's going to make it through the day, or they're walking around with their charger in their bag and they got to keep charging the phone throughout the day. Nobody wants to go through that. I know I don't. All right, now with the LG V60, it comes with a 5,000 milliamp battery, okay? Big giant battery, and I'm going to tell you right now, excellent battery life. I usually average 2 days of usage, and I'm a power user. And that's with the brightness up to like 90%. So I'm a power user. I'm average screen on time for those of you that care about screen on time, which I don't care about. I only care about how much battery I'm going to have left at the end of the day. So my average work day is about 18 hours. So when I can get through 18 hours and I still got just a little less than 50%, I mean, that's excellent. And 7.5 hours of screen on time, that's excellent. So that's excellent battery life. So excellent battery life on the LG V60, and also excellent standby time. So I'm serious. One time the phone stayed at 100% for like 2 hours. 2 hours. I really didn't use it, but at 100% for 2 straight hours. You'll never see that on a Samsung phone. I don't think you'll ever see that. Now with the Note 10 Plus, it comes with a 4,300 milliamp battery. Battery life is very, very good. You'll definitely get through a full day, and that's all they ever advertised that this phone would get. 1 full day. Now, if you're a light to medium user, you could probably get a day and a half. If you're a light, easily a day and a half, maybe 2, but I doubt 2. Okay, maybe a day and a half, but it's always been advertised as an all-day battery. That's true, unless you're playing intensive graphic games or you're shooting a lot of 4K video. You're not gonna make it through a day. You're just not. I mean, depending on how much of that 4K video you're shooting. Now, if you just shoot a little bit of it and you're not playing games, heavily, then you'll be fine. But if you're doing both of those real heavy, and then you're converting and doing all kind of video editing and all kind of stuff on your phone, you might not make it through a full day. All right, just letting you know. But as far as just regular, everyday tasks, normal usage, even a little power, you'll still get through a full day. Not a problem at all. All right. So let's talk about battery charging speeds. Now, the LG V60 has quick charge, which is basically just, 18-watt charging, or it's 15 watts, one of them. Takes 1 hour and 42 minutes to fully charge your phone from 0 to 100. So it's really slow. It's not keeping up with the times. Now, if you don't care about that, then you're fine with it. But it's, 1 hour and 42 minutes, it's really slow compared to all the newer devices today. Now with the Note 10 Plus, you got 45 watt super fast charger. Now it comes with a 25 watt charger in the box, and that can charge you from 0 to 100% in about 70 to 75 minutes, and from 0 to 50% you'll get, I think about, if I'm not mistaken, about 63%. So it's very impressive. The LG just charges really, really slow. They're still on quick charge. All right, so it's slow. So if you're the type of person that want to, top your phone off really fast, you're not going to do that with the LGV60. If you want to do that with the Note 10 Plus, you'll definitely be able to do that with that 45 watt charging. And now, like I said, that doesn't come in the box. You can get a third-party 45 watt charger from Amazon, about 15 bucks. It'll charge your phone from 0 to 100% in like 50 minutes. So under an hour. Very impressive. All right, next, both have fast wireless charging. So if you're a person that uses wireless charging like I do, I use it every single day. Both have wireless charging, so you're good with that, and both have fast wireless charging. However, Samsung's fast wireless charging is faster than that of the LG. With LG, it's going to take you over 3 hours to fully charge your phone with using wireless charging. With the Samsung, 2 hours and 40 minutes. All right, keep that in mind. Now, both have edge lighting. They do it a little differently. The only time you see the edge lighting on the LG V60 is when the screen is off. With the Note 10 Plus, you see the edge lighting whether the screen is on or off. All right, so both do have it, but they use it a little differently. All right, both have one-handed mode. Now, the one-handed mode is a lot better on the Note 10 Plus to me. The LG V60, I've only got it to be able to do the one-handed mode one time. It's very hard to make it do it. I don't know why. But it's not as good. They don't make the whole entire screen small like a little box like the Note 10 Plus does. They just kind of bring the top of the screen down a little closer to you. That's about it. So the one-handed mode is much better to me on the Note 10 Plus. All right, next, the LG V60 is 5G capable. The Note 10 Plus is not. If you care about 5G, if you care about future-proof and all that, then you want to go with the LG V60. However, for me, I don't care about 5G. I really don't. I mean, I was good with 4G all this time. I know 5G is the newest thing out. It's faster, download speeds, and faster this and faster that. But personally, I don't care about 5G, honestly. So you'll be fine as far as connectivity on either device, but you're going to be future-proof when it comes to the with the LG V60 because it does have 5G capabilities. All right, next, the LG V60 has no headphones in the box. However, with the Note 10 Plus, you are going to get a set of AKG-tuned headphones, USB Type-C, in the box. All right. Next, neither device comes with a case. So when it comes to a case in the box, neither one comes with a case. Like I said, with the LG V60, you have to pay for that case if you want that dual screen case. So this phone can come with a dual screen case, but you can opt not to get that if you don't want it. I didn't want it because I know I wasn't going to use it, and it's really big and bulky. Okay? All right, next. Both devices have NFC. Both devices have FM radio, and both devices have Bluetooth 5.1. Next, the LG V60 has a dedicated Google button on the left-hand side. If you want to get into Google, if that's your thing, if you're into that, you're gonna be good when it comes. You're going to be good when it comes to the Google button. You already have a dedicated Google button. Now with the Note 10 Plus, now the power button can open up any app. It doesn't have a dedicated Google button, but you can actually make the power button a dedicated Google button. All you got to do is go into your settings and set it up, and you could use Google, and you could pretty much use any app that you want. You just double click it. It'll open up any app that you want. You double click it, then hit your fingerprint sensor. It's going to open up right to that app. So basically the Note 10 Plus does have it, but it has it at a it's actually better because you can open up any app with double clicking the power button. With the LG, even though it has a dedicated button, you can only open up Google. That's it, nothing else. So to me, the advantage is definitely the Note 10 Plus. All right, both devices have pen support. Now, both of them do it differently. Of course, the Note 10 Plus has the S Pen that's stored inside the device, but with the LG V60, you'd have to buy the pen. separately and carry it in your pocket. It doesn't have the functionality that the S Pen has, but for those that like LG and they like the pen and what it does, you'll be fine with it. But to me, Samsung, there's nobody touching Samsung when it comes to pen support. All right, definitely a better overall pen. You could just do so much with it. Control your media, control your camera, control your volume, air actions, Bluetooth. I mean, it's just loaded with stuff. All right, next. LGV60 has a knock-on feature to turn the screen on. The Note 10 Plus doesn't have that. So you could basically put in a knock code to open up your device. Now, I had issues with their older devices when I did that. I did the knock code and I did it exactly the way I put it in. And it took me literally 30 or 40 times before it actually opened. I thought I actually locked myself permanently out of my device. So I don't fool with the knock code no more. Now, they could have improved it, but that just left a really bad taste in my mouth. I decided I'd never use the knock code ever again. All right, so that was that. All right, next. Both devices have the ability to double tap to turn off the screen or to turn on the screen. All right. Next, both have screen recording. For those of you that use the screen recording, I know I use it. It does come in handy at times. Next, the Note 10 Plus has, now this is when the Note 10 Plus starts pushing away far as features and things that it could do. This is where the comparisons really stop. Now, the last section is going to be the cameras, but right here is where there's no more comparisons as far as features are concerned with these two devices. Okay, and I also forgot to mention that the Note 10 Plus also comes with reverse wireless charging, which the LGV60 doesn't. I know most people don't care about that, but that is an advantage of this phone because you can charge up somebody else's phone that has Bluetooth, wireless charging capabilities. You can charge up your smartwatch. Okay, you can charge up some wireless earbuds. So it could come in handy when you need it. Not that I've ever used it, but it's there if I ever need to. And like I said, this doesn't have it, but I know everybody don't care about that. All right, so now this is where there's no more comparisons as far as features between these two devices. Now, with the Note 10 Plus, this is additional things that the Note 10 Plus has that the LG V60 does not have. Secure folder, Samsung Pay, Samsung Dex, Samsung Pass, link to Windows, Edge panels, Bixby routines, Smart Switch, floating notifications, apps pair, and Good Lock. Okay? Like I said, Samsung is the feature king when it comes to features. Now, let's get into the cameras because that's what's important to a lot of people. Now, I'm telling you right now, I'm not no camera aficionado. I'm not heavily into the camera. I very barely even take photos. So if you want a more detailed thing of the cameras and comparisons between these two, there's plenty of YouTubers out there that'll do that. I'm not going to actually show you the comparison between the two. I'm just going to tell you what I think and who has the better camera. All right. So I apologize if I'm not actually showing photos between the two because everybody's going to see things differently. What looks good to me may not look good to you. What look bad to me may look good to you. So like I said, there's other videos out there that you can watch that'll show you the difference between the two as far as photo and video quality. Now, I'll say this. Both phones are excellent when it comes to photos and videos. I love them both. They take excellent photos and videos. You can't go wrong with either. The Note 10 Plus, in my opinion, is more versatile and can do more things and has more modes. But it just depends on you. You may like the manual video mode on the LG more than that of the Samsung. Now, both have pro video mode. Both have pro photo mode. Okay, both have portrait mode. So a lot of things they have in common. They do it a little differently, but it just depends on you. Okay, all of that is subjective. But let me get into a little of the details. Now, the LG V60 has 3 cameras on the rear. You get a 64 megapixel main standard lens with optical image stabilization, a 13 megapixel ultra wide, a 3 megapixel time of flight depth sensor, and that's it. You just get the 3 cameras. Now, with the rear cameras, they can shoot at 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K at 30 and 60 frames per second, and 1080p at 30 and 60 frames per second. You're also getting dual LED, dual tone flash, and super steady video. All right. Now, when it comes to the selfie camera on the LGV60, you're getting a 10 megapixel standard lens. Unfortunately, there's no wide angle lens on your selfie camera. And it shoots at 4K at 30 and 60 frames and 1080p at 30 and 60 frames per second. All right. You're also getting, like I said, pro video mode. You're getting pro photo mode. You're getting YouTube live mode, which is nice. And you're getting 10 shooting modes. So the camera on here is excellent. I do like it a lot. It's really good. You'll love the camera on the LG they've made. They've put great cameras on their phone for years. With the LG V30, I took that on vacation, and I'm telling you right now, the photo quality on that phone was phenomenal. I mean, it looked so good. It was like a professional did it. So I've always been highly impressed with LG's cameras. So beast of a camera on this device, no doubt about it. All right, now when it comes to the Note 10 Plus cameras, you're getting 4 cameras on the rear, okay? You're getting a 12 megapixel wide dual pixel lens with optical image stabilization, 12 megapixel telephoto lens with optical image stabilization and 2 times optical zoom, and a 16 megapixel ultra wide lens with super steady video, LED flash, and also the rear camera shoots at 4K at 30 and 60 frames per second and 1080p at 30 and 60 frames per second. You get the zoom in mic, slow motion, super slow motion, but no 8K recording. Now for me, I don't care about 8K recording. I don't have an 8K recording. I don't have an 8K television. So to me, that's not mainstream yet. So I don't care about having a device with 8K recording. And if you shoot a lot of that, you're going to definitely tear through your battery quick. Also, you're going to take up a lot of storage on your phone because it's a very, very large file. So 8K recording, in my opinion, is overrated. Okay? You don't need 8K recording on your phone. You just don't. It's cool that it's there, but you don't need that. 4K is more than enough. All right, now with the selfie camera, you're getting a 10 megapixel wide dual pixel lens, shoots at 4K at 30 and 60 frames per second and 1080p at 30 and 60 frames per second, and has 12 shooting modes. So like I said before, both have excellent cameras. I love them both. Now, I like the Samsung Note 10 Plus a little bit better when it comes to the cameras. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. And you're getting that telephoto. That's what's missing on the LG V60 is a telephoto lens. I'm surprised they didn't put one on there, but it doesn't. Now, I like that telephoto. So, now, which one would I choose from out of both? Now, I'll tell you right now, I love both of these devices. Okay, I really do. But if I had to choose between the two, I'm going to go with the Note 10 Plus. I'm going to tell you why. The display is better. I like the way they implemented the display now and I forgot to mention with the LG V60, you have these thick bezels around the sides and you got that little notch at the top, which I don't like at all. Samsung, no bezels around the sides at all and a small cutout on the front. So the display is better. I like One UI because it has way more features. I love the secure folder, the Samsung Pay, the wireless DeX. I just like all that stuff. Okay, I do miss the headphone jack, definitely. And also one of the biggest things too about why I love the Note better, that S Pen. I need that S Pen. Now I know a lot of people have the Note and don't even utilize the S Pen. I actually do, especially when I'm editing videos and doing certain things. I need the precision of an S Pen. So that's probably one of the biggest things is that S Pen. I need that one. This is the phone that never ever comes out of my pocket. Okay. Now with my secondary phone, I switch out a phone every week, but this phone never comes out of my pocket because I need that S Pen. I also like the boxy shape. Okay. But like I said, both phones are great. You can't go wrong with both. You'll love both. All right. So that was my comparison between the LG V60 and the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Like I said, love them both. Can't go wrong with both. However, you're going to get this one for a little cheaper right now. But this one is not that much more expensive. But if you're looking to save money, you're going to spend less money with the LG V60. All right. So thank you for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. Everything will be time stamped for your convenience. Also want to remind you, please, if you found this video to be useful and helpful and you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. I appreciate it. And also, when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away one of my smart devices. All right. So thank you all for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. Hope you all out there staying safe, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.